We have a word for people who move slowly. We call them lazy. We have a word for people who do one thing at a time. We call them unproductive. And I think both of those words are wrong. In a previous video, I said that film photography was my quiet rebellion against speed. What I didn't say is that that quiet rebellion has been changing every single thing in my life, and I think it might change yours too. "36 frames, no burst mode, no autofocus, no nothing, intentionality and patience." And that limitation changed something in me, not just with photography, but in life. If I can learn these lessons through a camera, maybe you can learn them without it. So I want to talk about how slowing down has changed my life. Not the aesthetic, not the glamorous Instagram version, the very unglamorous, realistic, sometimes uncomfortable version. Firstly, I had to learn that faster isn't always better. We live in a world that equates speed with success. If you reply to an email in 10 minutes, you're efficient. If you ship a product early, you're crushing it. The message is clear. Faster is winning. But I started noticing something. The faster I moved, the less I felt. I'd finish a day, look back and feel nothing. I would do 20 things and not remember one of them. I'd end up in conversations where I'm not actually listening to the other person. I'm just waiting my turn to talk. I was efficient, but I was absent. Film photography broke that pattern for me. When you've got 36 frames and each one costs you money, you stop shooting fast. You look at the light. You wait for the moment. You think before you press the shutter, and the strange thing is the photos I take slowly are better than the 400 I used to fire off in 5 minutes. Not because the camera was better. It was because I was actually there when I took them. And then I started thinking, what if this is true of everything? What if slowing down in every area of my life creates more attention to the things that matter? What if doing less but with full attention is actually more, not less? Secondly, I learned that efficiency has a hidden cost. It actually eliminates the margins. You know how a book has margins? That white space around the text? It's not wasted space. It's what makes the text readable. It's what gives your eyes room to rest. Without margins, a page is just a wall of words. Overwhelming and impossible to engage with. I think life is supposed to have margins too. The spaces in between moments. This is where your mind processes. This is where you actually notice things. This is where you become aware of your own life. When I started optimizing my entire life, filling all the gaps with podcasts and checking my phone in queues, making every walk productive, I lost the margins. And without the margins, everything just kind of blurred together. Days felt identical, weeks disappeared. I was doing more but experiencing less. I was living in the text but I was lost on the page. And film gave me the margins back. The waiting, the space between taking the photo and seeing it. The walk to the location where the photography was almost secondary, just being outside, moving slowly, looking at things. Thirdly, and this one was really hard for me. Hey, kom hier so. Het jy klaar? Jy okay? Okay. So, kids are in bed, and like I was saying, the third thing, and I'm still working on this one. This one I'm still struggling with, and that is to do one thing at a time. Here's the thing though, film photography doesn't allow you to multitask. You can't line up a shot while checking Instagram. You can't really give the full attention that a photo deserves while listening to a podcast. I mean, you can, but you won't take anything in. And that's the thing about film, the camera demands it all from you. And I have to admit, the first couple of times that I shot film, that was really uncomfortable for me because I wasn't capable of giving myself to one single thing at a time. And Honestly, if any of this is resonating with you, I'd love for you to stick around. I make these videos because I need to hear them as much as anybody else out there. And I'd love for you to be part of that conversation. So the camera taught me single tasking, but strangely enough, so did maintaining my motorcycle. You can't really service your bike while doing something else. You can't tighten a chain while focusing on anything else but that, because if you do it wrong, it costs you something. It forces you to check things twice to make sure that it's safe. It forces you to focus on one single thing. And once I started experiencing that type of hyper focus on one single thing, I started craving for that level of focus in different areas of my life. I started craving that type of focus when working on a single task. And the funny thing is, it actually felt like a rebellion, like I was breaking some unknown, untold rule, a rule that everybody was following, a rule that says you should always be busy with more than one thing. I don't want to go faster. I want to go deeper. I desperately want to do fewer things but experience them all. I want margins in all my days. I want to do one thing at a time because I think it's there. That something happens in the quiet that no app can measure and no metric can truly capture. Film photography taught me this, but this is not about film photography. It's about the choice to be slow in a world that refuses to not rush. And I think that choice, that quiet rebellion, might be the most important thing that you and I ever learned to do. If any of this resonated with you, I would love to know where you're watching from. I read every comment, and I mean that. I really do. I read and respond to every single comment. It means the world to me that you are watching. Thank you so much for that.